Your brain is running a program right now that you didn't install, and you don't know how to uninstall it. It's been making your decisions before you do, killing your confidence before you act. And the worst part? Every time you try to think your way out, it gets stronger. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your brain when you overthink, and the precise sequence neuroscientists found to permanently rewire it. Not motivation, not mindset, neuroscience. Stay until the end, because the sequence is everything. Miss one step, and the whole system fails. Section 1. The freeze. Let's start with what's actually happening. When you face a decision, even a small one, your brain doesn't stay calm. It activates a threat response. Your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, fires before your rational mind even wakes up. It floods your prefrontal cortex with noise, and your decision-making center freezes. Researchers call this analysis paralysis, but that name makes it sound like a choice. It isn't. It's a biological loop, and it was designed to keep you safe in a jungle. The problem is, you're not in a jungle. You're in a meeting, or a relationship, or your own head at 2 a.m. The loop runs anyway. And here's what makes it worse. The more you try to think through it, the more your prefrontal cortex overloads. A 2013 University of California study found that overactivity in this exact region is what causes people to, quote, choke. Not underthinking, but overthinking. You are not bad at decisions. Your brain is running the wrong program. Section 2. The escape, cognitive diffusion. So how do you break the loop? The first tool is called cognitive diffusion, developed by neuroscientist Stephen Hayes and tested across decades of clinical research. Here's why it works. When you're overthinking, your brain treats every thought as reality. Every worst-case scenario feels like a fact. Your nervous system responds accordingly. Cortisol rises, body tenses, action becomes impossible. Cognitive diffusion creates distance between you and the thought. The technique is this. Instead of thinking, "I'm going to fail," you say, out loud or in your head, "I notice I'm having the thought that I might fail." That single shift from being the thought to watching the thought activates your prefrontal cortex and drops amygdala activity measurably. Brain scans show the panic signal dims within seconds. Your thoughts don't disappear, but they stop controlling you. Practice this once today. One thought, one reframe. That's the entire first step. Section 3. The hidden trap, temporal discounting. But here's where most people get stuck, and nobody talks about this. You use the technique, you feel clear, and then you still don't act. That's not failure. That's your brain's second mechanism, temporal discounting. The moment your overthinking stops, your brain recalculates the value of your next action. And if the reward isn't immediate, your brain devalues it, automatically, without asking you. A 2024 fMRI study tracked this exact signal in the dorsomedial prefrontal cortex. The steeper the devaluation, the more likely the person did nothing. Think about that. You broke through anxiety, you felt ready, and your own brain quietly decided the future wasn't worth moving toward. This is why high-functioning overthinkers, intelligent, capable people, spend years knowing exactly what they should do and not doing it. It was never about discipline. It was always about this signal. Section 4. The architecture, 3 steps in sequence. Now, the fix. And I need you to pay attention to the order, because neuroscience is specific here. Step 1 first, always, shrink the task. Before anything else, you collapse the size of the action. Stanford research shows that tasks perceived as taking more than a few minutes trigger steeper temporal discounting. So you don't start with the goal, you start with the smallest possible version of it. Not write the report, open the document. Not fix my relationship, send one honest message. Not, change my life, stand up from this chair. When the action shrinks below the brain's effort threshold, temporal discounting collapses. The reward feels immediate because the action is immediate. You don't decide to do the thing, you decide to do the first atom of it. Step 2. Implementation intentions, immediately after step 1. This is the most research-backed tool in behavioral neuroscience, tested across 94 independent studies with consistent results. The formula, when X happens, I will do Y. When I sit down at my desk, I will open the document. When I feel the anxiety spike, I will use the diffusion technique. When I finish my coffee, I will send that message. This works because it preloads the decision into your prefrontal cortex before the moment arrives. When the trigger happens, your brain already knows what to do. There's no gap for overthinking to enter. It bypasses the amygdala entirely. You're not relying on willpower in the moment, you've already decided. Step 3, last. The 10-10-10 reset. This one only works after steps 1 and 2 because it requires a calm enough prefrontal cortex to process time. If you try it while still in the spiral, it backfires. Your brain uses the future scenarios to overthink more. Once you're grounded, ask 3 questions. How will I feel about this in 10 minutes? How will I feel in 10 months? How will I feel in 10 years? This activates your brain's long-term reward circuitry and overrides the temporal discounting signal. The future stops feeling abstract. It becomes emotionally real, present. And when the future feels present, your brain stops devaluing it. That's the sequence. Shrink, preload, extend. In that order, every time. Your brain was never broken. It was running an outdated survival program in a world it wasn't designed for. Cognitive diffusion breaks the loop. Shrinking the task collapses the devaluation. Implementation intentions bypass the gap. And 10-10-10 rewires your relationship with the future. 3 tools, 1 sequence, built on decades of neuroscience. The question isn't whether this works. The research is clear. The question is, will you use it once before your brain talks you out of it? If this helped you, subscribe, because every week on BrainFactPsych, we go deeper into the actual science of how your mind works and how to work with it. I'll see you in the next one.